Alright, quick update for MIR protocol. So I'm going to make this video fairly quick because the last time I made a video for this, we were here and it seems like I'm saying the exact same things as I was saying back then. So in the short term, we made a video here like a couple of days ago and I drew this fib from the low to the high and said as long as we backtest the 618 around here at 153, 154, then we would be in line for more bullish continuation. It would be good for another move up, but we would need to see a strong push up with nice volume coming in. You can see we back tested it, but we really didn't have much volume coming in, and we were followed up with red candles. So it seems like we are coming down once again. This is really like the last time that I would like to see this orange box right here hold, because if we don't hold this orange box, then we are going to fall another 35%. But in general kind of terms, we are still in a nice uptrend. We have broken below this green line. This is why I'm not really a fan of trend lines, because look, just like that, I've redefined the market uptrend and it still looks bullish. So this is really why I draw fibs. I look at moving averages, RSI, money flow indicator, horizontal resistances, what the volume is saying, and technical analysis patterns, because you can draw trend lines a million and one different ways. And if we broke below this, I could probably draw it another way like this and say, oh look, we're still very bullish all the way out here. So this is what I mean. I don't put too much focus on trend lines, so don't pay too much attention when I'm talking to the trend lines, or obviously this is just my own analysis. You can take away different parts greater than others if you want, but the number one level I really am looking at is this 153. This 153 is your last line in the sand. This trend line does not mean much to me at all. Trends don't need to go up in straight lines like this to be bullish. They can break down and then just slowly take their time and do whatever they want. Being above this trend line or below it doesn't really mean anything to me. Being above this 618 fib, this is really our bread and butter. This is what we need to be above. So far we are above it, but we don't have any green volume coming in, and the RSI and the MFI are a little bit overextended. So I did say I think we would have a local top around about this 240 vicinity. This was after potentially another move up. We have obviously hit this 240 before, but we weren't on par with our 200-day moving average. So if this was the local top, then we will be falling through this orange box. But if we are going to be coming up for one more retest of the 200-day, which is now a 45% increase, this bottom needs to hold. I think the second we drop below 153, let's say if we drop below it today and we close the daily candle at 150 and we open a candle below here, I think we would be having that 35% decrease coming in the macro term. Just to finish with the macro term as well, you can see we've got a plethora of, basically every time I have a little circle here, it means it was a local top and a higher low. You can see that not in a linear downtrend, but you can see if we put a line of best fit, we've got something like this going on, which is kind of rounding off right now. But nonetheless, if we do look at all the data points, every single high that we put in was slightly lower than the previous high. So this is why I'm saying I think the local top is here. If not, if we do backtest this 618 and have a big push up, I do think the local top would be somewhere around about this 240. I wouldn't be FOMOing in right now when we are quite overextended. But on the flip side as well, Bitcoin is breaking out of the 41.5. Total crypto market cap looks like it finally might break above the 1.84 trillion. So I think a lot of altcoins could be getting ready for very, very big rallies. For MIR protocol to be one of those coins or tokens that does have a massive rally, it really needs to hold this 618 the next time it backtests it. I really don't mind it coming down, taking its time here, letting the RSI and the MFI reset a little bit. But when we do have that pump, it needs to be fairly big. And we do need to come around this vicinity, otherwise I do think we would have topped out in the short term. So personally, I'm not trading MIR protocol right now, mainly because we are already quite overextended, and in my opinion, a 45% increase compared to a 40% decrease. Obviously the risk to return is slightly you know, higher than average, but still I do cover a lot of altcoins on my channel. You know, if you look at my channel, I'm sure there's a bunch of altcoins on here that you know or you like, and you know, you could potentially go check out. But it is, as a general rule of thumb, I think there's a lot of altcoins that have a lot nicer setups than Mirror Protocol right now. But you don't really have to worry as long as we hold 153. If we hold 153, have some nice green volume coming in, I do think we'd be having a massive push up of approximately 58% once we do have that retest. So that would be a nice trade. I would be somewhat okay with accumulating a tiny bit of my portfolio in Mirror if we do backtest this, have some green volume coming in, and you know, we hold it very nicely. If we just start kind of coming down and we're chopping around and we break below it like this, then I am not going to be touching it at all. And like I said, personally, I wouldn't touch it until we do have a decisive backtest of the 153. So I'm just sitting on the sidelines. We already have had a massive move for this, so yeah, I'm really keeping an eye on 153. If we backtest it and start blasting up, so be it. I think we'd be coming up to the 240 in the short term. But if we do lose this 153, then you know, we are probably going to start making new lows, or at least backtesting the previous lows, which is not what I want to see. So yeah, this is what I mean. This is your make or break it level. Forget the uptrend. The 618 or 153 is all I'm paying attention to. So that is all I see for Mirror Protocol. You know, it looks half decent, but once again, this 153 is the make or break line, and we haven't made a decision yet whether we have backtested it and gone strongly up yet. So best of luck if you are holding Mirror. Once again, none of this is financial advice, it's just my opinion on the market, and you've always got to do what's best for you. Cowboy out. Peace.